Everyone, welcome to part 305 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions. If you haven't seen any videos in this series thus far, check the description to find out how you can ask me questions for the series. Don't ask me them in the comment section. Do it how it says in the description, okay? All right, with all that being said, let's get to today's comments. Actually doing 3 today because they're all super short. All right, question number 1. Comment number 1 says, if Percy and Annabeth had a kid, would they be in the Athena cabin or the Poseidon cabin? I don't think that's ever been dealt with before, where if 2 demigods had a kid, could they even go to camp? Like, okay. I don't know if they could go to Camp Half-Blood because you have to be a Half-Blood to go there, which means technically you're the son or daughter of a god and a mortal. However, if we're talking genetically speaking, if 2 demigods had a kid, that child would be half god still because you get half of each of your parents' like DNA, whatever. I know gods don't have DNA, whatever. Anyway, so if Percy and Annabeth had a kid, that kid would technically be half human, 25% Athena, 25% Poseidon, so half god. So let's just play this scenario out really quick. Like if they did get to go to Camp Half-Blood, would that child be in Athena or Poseidon? I'd like to think that that person could switch wherever they want to sleep. You know, they could sleep in the Poseidon cabin one night, Athena cabin the next night. You know, whatever. Okay, let's move on to comment number 2 of the day. Why don't you like the sun and the star? You know, I feel like whenever people ask this, they haven't seen any of my other myriad videos talking about why I don't like the sun and the star. Because I've said it like so many times. I could rant for 10 minutes about why I don't like the book, but I will just go with the main one. The fact that the name of the book, The Sun and the Star, is a retcon of a line that Bob the Titan said in the House of Hades. In the House of Hades, he told Percy, tell the sun and the stars hello for me. He meant the literal sun and the stars. He said stars plural. But then for some reason they retconned that line. And then in the Sun and the Star book, like when they go down to Tartarus to save Bob, he literally says something like, my sun and my star came for me. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? The line in the House of Hades was not referencing Will and Nico. First of all, Bob had not met Will at that point. Second of all, stars is plural in the House of Hades. So like, I simply don't understand why they would do this. It's just the stupidest thing. Let's move on to the next comment before I get too furious. Next comment says, what happens when there is a child of a demigod and a god? I feel like I mentioned, like somebody asked this in the last video, I'm pretty sure. That god or that child would be 75% god and 25% mortal. So what am I saying? That child should technically be more powerful than a regular demigod, but less powerful than a god. If we're just talking genetic material here. So yeah, that answers all of today's comments. I'll see you tomorrow for part 306 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions.